Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Laker basketball and some non-related Laker news that's going on. I haven't been posting much because there's really not a lot to talk about in Lakerland right now. The off season is kind of boring. I'm bored, and you know we're all ready to kind of get the preseason amped up and going. But in the news recently, obviously in the last week or so, was the Laker tampering thing. That's still going on as far as I know. They're still investigating Lakers tampering into Paul George, and then obviously the blockbuster trade between the Cavs and the Celtics, Kyrie and Isaiah Thomas. That's not Laker related, but I want to get my thoughts on that. I'm going to try to post more videos, even though there's not a lot to talk about, even if I keep my videos short, just to kind of give a quick thought on a particular topic here and there. So look out for more videos coming soon. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe and you get all my updates. Anyway, the Lakers tampering, NBA is investigating, and I don't know the full details of the story, but the Lakers are being questioned about tampering Paul George. Okay, none of us are really taking this serious, but there are some serious charges if they found the Lakers to be guilty, which is they wouldn't allow Paul George to join the Lakers, which that would be crazy. They already dogged us for CP3. They can't dog us again for Paul George, but they would take away a draft pick or something like that. There's, some fines. There's some serious consequences if the Lakers were found guilty. Now, here's the thing. Here's the reality. Everyone knows the Lakers probably tampered with Paul George. They put out a feeler here and there. They spoke to somebody on the squad, this and that, and probably just done some stuff that could be considered tampering. But here's the thing. It's almost impossible to prove tampering is going on when everybody else is just denying it. Like if Magic denies it, Rob denies it, everybody like on Paul George's side, like I ain't saying nothing. They didn't say nothing to us. If everybody denies it, and there's no hard evidence, it's really hard to prove somebody is truly tampering. Like what's tampering? Because there's such a gray area. If Magic sees Paul George, they're out in Newport Beach or somewhere, and they're at a restaurant and they're passing by, and Paul George is with his crew and Magic comes by and they shake hands. What's going on, dude? How's the off season going on? Whatever. How's everything in Indiana? They could talk. Magic just can't be like, hey, I want you to come to the Lakers and hold off in 2018. Don't sign with anybody, sign with us. Unless he says that and that's on record and that's on paper form or in some video or whatever, it's really almost impossible to prove tampering. So in my opinion, everybody's gonna deny it, and we're gonna be like, nah, we're not tampering. And it's gonna get thrown out. But the reality is this, for all you NBA fans, everybody tampers. Magic probably tampered. Pat Riley tampered with Chris Bosh when he was leaving Toronto, when he was building the Big Three down in Miami. He tampered with LeBron James, I'm sure, when LeBron James was thinking about opting out of his contract his first time in Cleveland. He tampered with a lot of people, right? Every GM, everybody knows that everybody wants all these top free agents, right? There's no secret that the Lakers want Paul George in 2018. So everybody does it. The thing is, you just can't prove it, and that's what I suspect. You can't prove it unless you have hard evidence, and so I suspect this will get thrown out in the next coming days or so, and we'll move on. Now for the big trade. Cleveland trades Kyrie Irving to Celtics for Isaiah Thomas. Big blockbuster trade. Here's my thing. When we got the news that Kyrie wanted out of the Cavs, I was like, whoa, that was a shock. That was the most shocking thing at that point, and you knew this was gonna come about at some point, right? He was gonna leave, he was gonna get traded. What were the Cavs gonna get for, how was the Cavs gonna start the season with Kyrie and LeBron James on the same squad? Apparently Kyrie wants, his own team. I don't know. I have my own reservations about Kyrie, but the trade in general makes sense for both squads. One, you get Kyrie out of there. Kyrie didn't want to be there for some reason. He wants his own team. He wants to be the man on his own team. And you bring in somebody like Isaiah Thomas. In terms of scoring and whatnot. Those two guys wipe themselves out because they both can put up 25 points, 25 to 30 points a game, consistently. They both don't play defense. Kyrie is the better of the two when you match them up one-on-one. You know, Kyrie's an absolute stud when it comes to just skill-wise. But Isaiah, in my opinion, have a lot of heart that kind of bumps him up, and in my opinion, gives Cavs a better situation going forward. You got Isaiah Thomas, who wants to prove Boston wrong, right? Boston traded him away. That, you know, there were some reservations about him being too small in the playoffs, so he's got a lot of doubters out there, right? Two, he's playing to get this big contract coming up. And three, he's hungry. He wants to knock off Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, and he wants to show that he's hungry, right? Kyrie, in my opinion, is not hungry anymore. I think he got the chip. He feels he wants to be the man. He's got the shoe deal. He don't want to be in someone's shadow. I don't think Isaiah Thomas right now is concerned about that. So you pair that with LeBron James. LeBron James is gonna help him out on defensive end anyway in the playoffs, and I think it gives Cavs a little bump when you look at it in what I just explained. Now Kyrie is an amazing player. Nothing against Kyrie. I just think that when I look at Kyrie's interviews and his mannerisms and his will to really win championships year after year after year after year after year, I don't think it's there. I don't, and so I'm not questioning Kyrie's skill set. I just don't think that he's so hungry for it. Like, I compare, when I say hungry, like, do you have heart to win a championship? You know, like when Derek Fisher and Kobe Bryant crying after a playoff loss, you got tears in their eyes because they want it. They want to win. When you got Kevin Garnett, you remember he had that interview with coach from Georgetown, forgot his name. When he's sitting there, this is like years ago when KG was on Minnesota Wolves. He's sitting there in an interview and just crying, talking about his passion to win in Minnesota. That right there showed me that dude has a lot of heart and do whatever it takes to win a championship. Okay, he's not trying to be the #1 guy. He's not trying to get the shoe deal. He wants to win and be a champion. I don't think Kyrie has that right now. Does IT have that? He has a little bit of that because he has a lot of stuff to prove. He even played a couple days after his sister's death. Like, the dude wants to win. He propelled the Celtics to getting back into contention after, you know, a few years of being in the dumps. And a lot of their fans burned his jersey when he left the other day, or got traded. I was just so I sent out the tweet. I didn't get who the heck would burn Isaiah Thomas's jersey. Why? The dude was traded from the Celtics to the Cavs. It doesn't make any damn sense. So anyway, that's my thoughts. I think it's a good trade for both sides. Does this stop? I don't think it does anything in terms of LeBron staying in the Cavs. I think this is great for Cleveland because they do, in addition to Isaiah Thomas, they got the 2018 pick. I think the Nets are gonna have probably the top 3 pick next year, and the Cavs get that pick. So Cavs might end up with one of these guys, you know, Bagley or whoever, one of these top studs that's coming out next year. And I think it's some good talent coming out in 2018. Also, I don't think it stops LeBron from staying in Cleveland. And how does that affect, does that give the Lakers a chance to pick up LeBron come, who knows, right? We're not gonna be dreaming and sleeping about that, but if it happens, it happens. I think it sets up the Cavs in a great position because now if LeBron leaves, they can offer Isaiah Thomas, or they can let Isaiah walk as well and just start fresh with a #1 pick and just rebuild, right? I don't think they would probably go that route. I think they could probably offer Isaiah Thomas the max, keep him in Cleveland with the #1 pick, and just build from there and still be a playoff contention in the East. Not going to get them any championships, but it will still give them a quality team in the East. And you know, their owner Dan Gilbert is a multi-billionaire, You know, he's a smart guy about making money. And so that's what I think they're gonna do. Does LeBron come to another team like the Lakers in 2018 and join up with Paul George? Who knows? The Lakers would have to clear up a lot of space, and when that time comes, we'll be talking about that. But I know it's a long shot. Up until then, that's all I got for right now. I'll be trying to put out more videos more frequently over the next coming days, leading up to preseason. All right, thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing. And as always, follow me on Twitter at MikeSportsLA. We'll talk soon, guys. Peace.